Hey y'all, John chapter 15, verse 7 says, "But if you remain in me and my words remain in you, you may ask for anything you want and it will be granted." We often associate this verse with thinking that God will literally grant us our wishes because he's some genie in a bottle. And what we have to remember is that when we read the Bible, we have to read it with the understanding of reading from small to big. What that means is when you read something that suddenly impacts you, sometimes you have to read the verses before or after to understand why what you read touched your spirit the way that it did. Otherwise, we're just picking and choosing the parts of the Bible that we like or agree with and just discarding the rest. So, John chapter 15, verses 1 through 6, this is where Jesus is telling his disciples to remain connected to the vine, which is him, because as a broken off branch, it cannot sustain or produce anything on its own. However, remaining connected to the vine, the branch will pull from the vine the necessary nutrients it needs to grow in order to produce fruit so that it can provide nourishment to its external surroundings. So back to verse 7, it's not that we're literally just asking for what we want because it will be granted, but rather because we remain in Christ and his word remains in us, whatever we ask for will be granted because it will produce the nutrients necessary to make our branch grow so that we can produce fruit that will be nourishment for everyone around us. The takeaway in this is that it's not a bad thing to have wants and have desires, but rather do the things that we want and desire come from being nourished by the vine.